Andarki namaskaramulu. Namo Namaha. Today is the second day of our classes on traditional customs and manners in Sanatana Dharma. So by Dr. Somanchi Visalakshi garu. Yesterday we had one class, very interesting class, and today it is a continuation of that. We will continue after Prarthana by Aditi. Aditi ji.
शुक्लां वरदरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा हरि ओं श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः धन्यवाद
Dhanyavadaha. Now let us request our Guruji Visalakshi ji to start the webinar, please.
Om Sri Mahaganathipataye Namaha. Om Sri Parvati Rajarajeshwarabhyam Namaha. Om Sri Metha Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Om Sivaya Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Sivaya Icha Namah Sivaya. Om Namah Sivaya. Now, yesterday we are discussing about the traditions and customs that are coming from our Shastras, Maharshis and ancestors, and the scientific and other reasons behind all these customs. Now, yesterday we wanted to discuss about the topic of sleep, how to sleep, when to sleep, how many hours to sleep, and all such points related to this. So there are so many points, a few points we are discussing in this topic as far as time permits us. Then all the students, those who are interested, they can go through the Dharma Shastra Granthas, where you can get a lot of matter about all these points, Sadacharas and all. Then our Maharshis explained us and told us that we should sleep at least for 8 hours a day to be healthy. Because sleep means swapiti, we say in Sanskritam for sleep. That is swam apiti. He is, that is a person, the jiva, we ourselves. We are merging ourselves into ourselves in the sleep. We are swam apiti. We are obtaining ourself, our atma, that is Paramatma. We are merged in Paramatma. That is why we experience a lot of happiness, and all our sense organs, mind and body organs also, they get recharged by the sleep. We get energy next day morning when we get up. So, suppose the night is divided into 4 parts, we can say yama, we say. Our elders said night is divided into 4 yamas. Then first yama of the night, we should sleep at the beginning, and at the beginning of 4th yama, we must get up. That is when evening 6 to morning 6, 12 hours, if it is divided into 4 yamas, each yama contains 3 hours. So 6 to 9 is first yama. So we should go to bed at the end of first yama, and we must get up at the beginning of 4th yama. That is then 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 3, 3 to 6. So at 3, between 3 and 3:30 or 3 to 4, we can get up. So this is the time given, should be given for sleep. Now, how to sleep? We should keep our head towards east and sleep. That is always best. East is governed by Indra, west by Varuna, north by Kubera, and south by Yama. So our elders say that we should never keep our head towards north. If we keep the head towards north, if we get up and open the eyes, we see the southern direction, which is governed by Yamadharma Raja. That is one reason, and the scientific reason behind this advice that we should not keep our head towards north is even mythological point is also there. All of you know Vinayaka Chauthi story and Parameswara cutting the head of Shiva, Parvati Tanaya. And then when Parvati feels a lot and weeps for her son, and when he wanted to, Ishvara wanted to revive their putra, he asked his attendant, that is Prungi, etc., people, Nandi and all, to go and get the head of the jiva which is seen keeping the head towards north. They could see that elephant, and so they brought the head of elephant, and that is kept as a head for this Parvati Tanaya Sivakumara. And then he became Ganadhipati Gajamukha Vinayaka. So that story also we know. And the scientific reason behind this is, if we keep our head towards north and sleep, then the magnetic power, that is blood pressure also increases. Then the Uttara, Dakshina, Dhruvas, we say, north and south poles, they got magnetic power. So that magnetic power, the pressure falls on the brain. So due to that magnetic power which is falling, the iron of our body, all saptadhatus are in our body only. So the iron of our body flows into the head. The iron that is there in the whole body will come to the head. So that is the brain, head in the sense. So due to that, the brain functioning may get damaged, and BP will get become excessive, high BP. Then by that one may get heart attacks also. So blood flow in the blood vessels also will not function properly when the head is kept to north direction. So these are all the scientific reasons why elders asked us not to keep our head towards north. We must keep towards east, that is best. We can keep towards east, west also, and there is nothing wrong in that. So another reason for keeping the head towards north, that is prohibition of keeping towards north, is Yamadharmaraja, though he is very great, very good, and it is certain, yet willingly one should not see and think of reaching Yamasadana. That is another cause also. So Yamadharmaraja is Dharma himself, yet. So normal human feelings are of such type. So due to all these reasons, they say special, most important reason is scientific reason. The magnetic effect due to which the high BP may come and heart attacks may come. So the blood pressure should always be balanced. Now also one cannot get proper sleep also due to this sort of disturbance in the body. When we keep our head towards east and sleep, immediately we can get sleep, and sound sleep we can get. Normal sleep, when we go to bed, we get swapna. Jagrada avastha, swapna avastha, and sushupti. They say that sushupti, deep sleep, is what we want and what for we go to bed. So as soon as we get up, we must rub our both the hands. Even this is one of the traditions that are coming to us from our ancestors. And we must pray God. Already yesterday we discussed about it. And then after going down to God's, then we should start doing our works. Then our Shastra says that we should not sleep with wet feet. At the time of going to the bed, mostly people go to bathrooms, then wash the feet. But with the wet feet, one should not sleep. The feet, they must wipe with the cloth and then wait for 5 minutes so that it becomes dry. Then only we must sleep. And while sleeping, we should never read the books or anything, because eyesight, actually I got my eyesight due to that only. When I was student, I just used during night time, when all my brothers, sisters, they are all sleeping. So we used to remove, that is switch off that main, this tube light, and then keeping the small light, I used to read till midnight because I got interested in reading books. So I developed eyesight. Then when my father came to know, he said, I should never sleep when I am sleeping. When we are lying down, we should not sleep. The eyes will get affected. Whatever our elders say, that's always for our welfare only. So our jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, manas, everything, they get relaxed when we get deep sleep. So sleep is very important. Now another most important custom of our, that is our custom is to keep kunkuma, bottu, as we say. That is, all women must keep, even men also, all human beings, all Sanatan Dharmaniyas should keep either Vibhuti or Kunkuma or Gopi Chandana or something. We already discussed this point, but now I want to make it so many points, great good points, scientific reasons are there behind keeping this also, keeping bottu, and so many other traditions that we are following. Now we keep this kunkuma to ward off, prevent the drishti dosha. Drishti we say as drishti dosha. And also by keeping kunkuma, because it is of red color, Kujagraha's interested color is red. So he will be very much pleased. So we can get Kujagraha Anugraha. And if Kujagraha is favorable, the family married life would be very happy. Wife and husband can live with mutual love and understanding. So he is the cause for happy married life. If a woman's body is suppose considered as the varal, because the whole, it is Vyasti and the varal is Samisti. Always Vyasti and Samisti, there is a sort of relation in between. Samanvaya is there. By all means, there are Samanvayas of Vyasti, Samasti, philosophically also and scientifically also. Suppose we consider the body of woman as the varal, then automatically the face would be eastern direction. Now the bottu, the bindu kunkuma that we keep on the forehead, that resembles sun. Sun is always of reddish color. Udaye savita raktaha raktascha astamaye tatha they say. At the time of sunrise and sunset, the sun will appear of red color, beautiful, attractive color. So this tilakam kunkuma shines like the orb of sun. Now another point is the girls and women, ladies, they always wear bangles. So they must wear. Nowadays, some schools are prohibiting. They are not allowing our girls to wear the bangles. In such schools, we should never admit our children at all, in fact. So because it is the custom, our tradition, our custom to keep this bottu and to wear the bangles, to keep at least a little chain like that for all the girls, and then wearing earrings and all, keeping flowers in the matted hair, jada and all. So wearing bangles, chains and ear ornaments and nose rings, they all etc. They make the nervous system of the body function very correctly. If we wear this, the nervous system and also the uterus functions very properly, and thereby ladies after marriage, they can get pregnancy and normal deliveries will occur. So these are all the reasons. By wearing such ornaments, the nervous system functions perfectly. And also the nervous and also muscles, even the nerves and muscles, they get stimulated by wearing all these different ornaments at different parts of the body. Our Maharshis asked us to do Nitya Puja. Even this is one point we spoke as points. So we do Nitya Puja offer naivedya to God and eat that prasada anna. Prasada means God's favor, Paramatma's anugraha. Normally, every day we do puja, and puja with Shodasopacharas, Shodasa, 16 upacharas. Suppose anybody could not get time to do Shodasopachara puja, at least they should do Panchopachara puja. It is very must for all of us to do Pancha Upachara puja. Why we should do, why it is compulsory? Because we must show our gratitude towards God who gave us 5 Jnanendriyas. So everyone must do this Panchopachara puja, because we got 5 sense organs, 5 Jnanendriyas, Tvak, Chakshu, Shrotra, Jivha, Grana. So at least we must give 5 upacharas, because he gave 5 organs for us to enjoy all the enjoyments of this world. And also because Panchaputa Tattva, Panchaputas are given for us. Our body is made up of 5 gross elements. So Panchaputa Tattva, to indicate that also we do Pancha Upacharas, each for each one. So because God gave us the power to see to the eye, if only this Golaka, this round eye is there, we can't see anything. The vision should be there in the eye. The light should be there, the eye should be there, vision should be there, article should be there, then only we will be able to see anything. So because Paramatma gave us the vision, Darsana Shakti, we should lit the light, Deepa Prajvalana we have to do. Because we can smell good or bad smells and beautiful fragrance, and we can recognize the smell, we should lit agarudhupas, we say agarvati. So that dhupa we must put to God, Paramatma, we have to offer. Then because we got all the 5 senses, we say, then third one, because we can listen to the sounds with the ears. So as gratitude, we must offer flowers to Paramatma. Why flowers for listening? Because Shabda Gunakam Akasam, we say the sky takes, grasps the sound, whatever we are talking, anybody talks, any sort of sound, that sound will never perish. It will be wandering, moving in the atmosphere. So we have to give flowers, because flowers fragrance we are able to gain, and also the flower represents the Sravana Indriya. And because we got the sparsha, touch, we can feel the touch. So we must, to show the gratitude, we must offer Gantha, Sri Gantham Samarpayami, we say. Thus we have to give. Then because we are able to eat Rasanendriya, we are able to recognize the taste and eat and drink. So we must offer Naivedya to Paramatma. So thus for Shabdas, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Ganthas, for 5 Tanmatras, we have to give all these 5. Then Sravanendriya, actually, flower is the symbol of knowledge. We say the flower will be, the first stage is bud, then it blooms. So that Vikasana is there in the flower, and beautiful fragrance also is there. So the blossoming nature, that is the knowledge. The ignorance goes and knowledge comes. So flower is the symbol of knowledge. And because we are gaining knowledge through our Sravanendriya, we listen to the teachings of masters, acharyas, and gain the knowledge. So that is why we have to offer flowers. We say, Prithvi Tatvatmikaya Shivaya Namaha Ganthan Samarpayami, etc. We say all 5. lam prithvi tatvatmakaya jaganmatre lalita devyai namaha srigantham samarpyami. Like that, all 5 lakara pujas we do. Ganthavati prithvi we say, because the earth emanates smell, and we offer flowers to Paramatma. Veda says, we all know, while doing puja, we recite it. Yopam pushpam Veda pushpavan prajavan pasman pavati, etc. All that in mantra pushpa. So not only offering normal flowers that come to the plants and trees, we must offer 5 good qualities to Paramatma, Satya, Dhamma, like that, all good qualities as flowers for Paramatma. One who realizes that the life force exists in water, he deserves to possess vital power, prana shakti, in his body. So Paramatma is giving us what all we need. So we must sarvopachara, sam sarvatmikayai namaha, sarvopachara artham akshatan samarpayami, something we say. So we must do sarva upacharas to Paramatma, and as sarvopachara we offer akshatas, akshintalu we say. Akshata means wound, akshata means not wounded, that is imperishable. That is, the rice also we must select, and if any broken grains are there, we have to remove, and only those mixing with light cow ghee, turmeric and kunkuma we have to mix, and they are the akshatas with which we worship God, because haldi kunkuma we say they are the mangalya dravyas. They give auspiciousness to us. Every day we must do puja at home, and even then we must go to temple, certainly every day, and now and then at least to Divya Kshetras and visit to have Daiva Darshana. So the place where the universal power is concentrated is called as Kshetram, or the temple, Devalaya. So in that place also, where that most concentrated power is existing, that place is considered as Vardi for Garpagudi. That is main sanctum, and then the Vigraha Pratishtha would be done there. So after entering into the temple, normally we ring the bell, we do pradakshina, we ring the bell, we salute, we bow down to God while seeing the Daiva Vigraha. Mostly unknowingly, unwillingly, we just close the eyes. That is why, because we want to keep that bimba in our heart and see, have the darshana of that God in our heart. So unknowingly we close the eyes, but it is not advisable to close the eyes. We must see, as long as we stay there, as much as possible, we must have the darshana of God, that idol. And then when we come out after darshana, taking prasada, tirtha, everything, then we can imagine, we can think, we can see that God Pratirupa in our heart. Thus, it is better to do like that. So we ring the bell thrice. Why to ring the bell? Because when we ring the bell, the sound comes, and the ringing sound, it continues for a while. So the positive energy would be invoked by ringing the bell, and negative energy of that atmosphere would be removed, would go away, and also bad bacteria and the bad insects that just move in the air, they also will go away, and the whole area will be very pious and sanctified, and we can get peace of mind and happiness, and all our bad ideas also will be removed from our mind by just the ringing of bell, khanta. So we do pradakshina. Pradakshinas also we do 3 pradakshinas with the idea that we are offering our stula sukshma karana sariras. Then manasvaka manovakaya karmalu, we say 3 karanas, with the feeling that we are offering our 3 karanas to Paramatma. So we do 3 pradakshinas, and doing pradakshina got a very, very lengthy information. In fact, If I explain that, that itself takes more than 15 times, I think. Such great scientific reasons are there. And starting from Tvajasampa, normally we do pradakshina to that main temple, main deity. And then Pujari, when gives Harati, we take Harati with our both the hands and then show it to our eyes and bow down, do pranama. And then they keep that, that is Shatagopa. Shatagopa, it is actually secret one. The feet of Paramatma are printed there. So when the Pujari is keeping Shatagopa on our head, it means we are keeping Paramatma's feet on our head, which is a blessing for us. And also because that is made with copper, the sparsha of the copper brings us a sort of divine power in us and gives us energy and health also. So even this Harati also, that Pachakarpuram we say. So with that, when the Harati is given, that purifies the atmosphere, and then the luster of our eyes would be increased, and we can get very good sight also, and Paramatma's anugraha also we are getting. So many beautiful ideas are there behind all these customs, going to the temple and doing all these. So actually for Pradakshina, at least 1 or 2 minutes, I'll say, starting from Tvajasampa, when we go clockwise direction, we go all 4 directions and 4 corners also are there. So 8 corners, then we see the Tvajasampa, that is, we are bowing down to the up, and then we do Sastanga Pranama or Panchanga Pranama, then we are saluting to earth, that is to Dasha Dishas. We are going down with the idea that Paramatma, who is seen there in front of us in the form of idol, is existing in the whole universe in all 10 directions. So slowly we must go around, starting from left to right. We have to turn. We should do this pradakshina. Pradakshina, we say actually. Pra means prakrusta, that is very great. Da means actually damyata, dana, dayatvam, they say. Da means to give. We must develop the good, great quality of being charitable, charity. Then actually dakshata itself, dakshina, pradakshina we say. That is, we by doing pradakshina, we get the greatest samarthya. Dakshata we will gain by doing pradakshina. Dakshata is samarthya. Then pradakshina, ksha means to destroy. Chalana we say, washing away. So by the letter ksha, all the sins are knowingly or unknowingly, whatever bad we are doing, thoughts we are getting, what we are doing, that will be washed away, washed off there. Then anascha nirvruti vachaka, it says. So ana is, it gives moksha to us, liberation. So by doing pradakshina, we get to prakrishta shakti, great power. Then we develop noble qualities like dana, etc. Then all our sins and bad qualities will be destroyed, and we become eligible to get moksha. Pradakshina got so much, that is destroying the karmas, the vasanas and results of karmas would be destroyed. So we'll get moksha. So while doing pradakshina, that is to receive the divine power, we always go around. So always our right side will be facing the idol of God there. And because that God, the Vigraha Pratishtha, the whole atmosphere actually of the temple, where the area where the temple is built itself is very holy and pious, and divine power is concentrated there. And there also most concentrated place is selected, and that Vigraha Pratishtha is done. And while doing this Vigraha Pratishtha also, before doing this Pratishtha, so many archakas and pandits Khanapatis and all, Veda Ritviks, they worship, they do a lot of pujas, they do Mantaparadhana, they invite and invoke 33 crores of all gods along with Parivaras, they worship and ask them to come and reside here. Then the Moola Vigraha, which is to be established there, the yantras would be there to each and every god. Even that yantra would be worshipped for several lakhs of japa would be done, and that fruit would be offered to into that chakra. So that chakra yantra, that yantra itself becomes very pious and very powerful, and also because that is made with copper. Copper always rotates, the power, magnetic power rotates clockwise. There, that is even the atoms, neutrons, electrons and all, they also rotate. So thus even the power that is existing in that copper plate itself also rotates. That is why even we have to go round. And then even those idols would be worshipped first, and then they do Jalathivasa, Pushpathivasa, Dhanyathivasa first. Jalathivasa, Dhanyathivasa, Pushpathivasa, and then they do so many other Athivasas. That is, they are kept there for several days so that the power comes there. And then all these are such powerful idols. After invoking life force, prana pratishtha, they do into that vigraha. Then when the life force came there, just as we are having life, thus even the tidal Paramatma life vital force would be brought into the tidal. So then onwards, that is not just either a rock or a tree or something, that becomes Sakshat Daiva Paramatma. And this Vigraha is the representation of ultimate reality. So that ultimate power, that Parabrahma, is seen through this idol, either Rama, Shiva, Jagannatha, whatever may the forms be. So such greatness is there. When we are doing pradakshinas, the power, the divine power comes into us and passes on into us. So we become very sanctified, very holy. So pradakshina got such great significance. And after doing all the pradakshinas, namaskaras and all, we say Atma Pradakshinam Samarpayami. Atma Arpanam we say. Atma Samarpana we say, that is, we offer ourselves to God's will, and we do all the Kartavya Karmas as per the will and wish of Paramatma. Then the fruit also belongs to Paramatma. So whatever we deserve, He gives. So we should always be satisfied with what is given to us by Bhagavan or Paramatma. If we analyze scientifically, the temple itself is an aura. Aura we say, even all of us, a big aura would be there in us. A very big aura, wide aura would be there around sadhu, satpurushas, great persons. Even ordinary people have aura. Even the objects also. Thus, even the temple also possesses aura. That is electric power, a sort of. So there are in Sri Chakra, Trikonas, Shatkonas, etc. Yeah, Konas are there. So all the yantras, they are very powerful. And always we have to go from left to round, right only around. We have to do 3 pradakshinas. But suppose in Ishvara's temple, Shiva Mandira, if Chandisvara is there, then we should not transgress Somaskanda. That is the Chandisvara. So from left to right, we must come till that Somaskanda is seen. That Chandisvara appears. When we see Chandisvara, we have Chittikalu, we say, or we should do like that. So that is to indicate that, hey, Chandisvara, because Chandisvara is always engaged and involved in worshipping Paramesvara. So 1 second, we invite his attention. So with our claps and then with our sounds. Then reverse we have to come back. Thus, 3 times we must do Pradakshina at Chandi. That is called as Chandi Pradakshina. Only when Chandiswara is there, then only. Otherwise, normally we have to do Pradakshina. Mostly all these temples have all these things. So, and Tirtha we take. Tirtha means through, Tara means to cross. That which makes us cross the ocean of sufferings, difficulties and all. So, Tarati, Shuddhodakam cha Vaknischa na anyataha Shuddhim arhataha. It is a very good saying. So, when we take that Tirtha, which is mixed with Tulasi Dalas and also very Divya Oshati Gunas would be mixed there into that water. Ilachi, etc. They keep the herbals. So that Tirtha Jala becomes very possesses medicinal power besides spiritual power. So when we take that Tirtha 3 times into our body, all the diseases would go away, all the sins will go away, and we get physically, mentally, and healthy health point of view, and spiritually also we become very holy and very happy. So Tirtha got such a spiritual power in it. We do these 3 pradakshinas, we said to as indication of Stula Sarira, Sukshma Sarira and Karana Sarira are there in us. So we must offer all these 3 to Paramatma. And also that Tirtha, our sages told us one more very great important point, that is what to eat, how much to eat. Already yesterday we discussed, I think, Ahara Sutthav Sattva Suttihi. So if we take Sattvika Ahara, Sattvika Gunas, noble qualities, noble traits, very good characteristics would be developed in us. So we must with effort should always eat only Sattvika Ahara and only half the solid food, 1/4 liquids, and then 1/4 we must leave for air. Actually, this point is given in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, a certain book on yoga. Hatha Yoga is a part of Patanjali Yoga is there. That is Raja Yoga. Hatha Yoga is another variety of yoga. In our 24 hours, our Maharshis say that we must divide these 24 hours of a day into 3 parts. And 8 hours we must utilize for doing all our duties, household works, our job, etc., everything. Then 8 hours we must take rest, go to bed and sleep to recharge and gain strength from divine power. Remaining 8 hours, our Maharshis say that we must utilize our karmendriyas and jnanendriyas completely for gaining sattva guna. Whatever works we do, whatever things we enjoy, everything that should be related in relation with Paramatma, gaining sattvika gunas only, sattva guna. So 8 hours a day we must spend for acquiring sattva guna. How? By Sravana, Manana, Nidhichasana, and contemplating on Paramatma, on Dharmika Vishayas. So, Tattva Vichara we must do, philosophical Tattvika thinking. We have to think about ourselves. We must try to know about the world around and the Paramatma who has created this and all. Then, because we are all Sanatana Dharmaniyais, we must have respect for our dharma, and we must feel very proud that we are really blessed to be born as Sanatana Dharmaniyai, because nowhere in the world, in any other part of the knowledge or feelings or opinions or place anywhere, we can never see such spirituality, such greatness and sanctity which exists in our Sanatana Dharma, in our all traditions and customs. They are not there to others. Now, keeping Vibhuti, Tilaka, etc. is very great, and in fact, we say Vibhuti. Actually, Vibhutir, Bhutir, Aisvaryan, we say. Bhuti means Aishwarya. When we keep Vibhuti of Ishvara, we will be blessed with a lot of physical, mental, spiritual Aishwarya. So we must have that feeling. And actually, Jada, we say that Jata, the girls in the olden days, even men also used to have very long hair. And then girls automatically have, but nowadays girls are cutting their hair. They should never cut it. It's very crime, we can say. It's very bad. We should not. And then doing this Jada also, matted hair, we say braiding that hair by girls, that got a very great significance behind it. We, while combing the hair, we comb the hair and take this papidi, that is, we make part of the hair into two parts. Then, when this parting place is there, it should never cross the Brahmarantra. From there again, it should be made one. Then that whole long hair is made into three parts. And then we braid the hair into the form of jada, as we say, matted hair. So always only two parts would be seen and third part is always hidden. With the help of third part, these two parts are turned into the form of jada. This is to indicate that a girl wears a jada because she wants to say, she feels that herself, her husband and her children, they are all one, because all these three parts of the hair are becoming one. So, and Jivatma, Paramatma, Prakriti, all these three are one and the same. To have such feeling, we do this jada, make it braid the hair. Then also Triveni Sangama, we say. In Triveni Sangama, just as Saraswati river is Antarvakini, thus in three parts, one would always be hidden. Only two parts are seen in the braided hair, that is the jada, as we say. So there are so many reasons. And then seeing a person, normally others, they can ascertain whether that girl is married or unmarried. Automatically, small children, of course, small children have always two jadas, two matted hair. When the girl is growing a little, then automatically she stops having two matted braided jadas, and then only one jada she keeps, matted hair. Then she starts keeping flowers and all to decorate herself and look beautiful. And also the fragrance of flowers gives fragrance to the hair, so the hair would become strong and thick also. Actually, the beauty of Indians, they say, aesthetics, aesthetic science, they say it is there. In aesthetics, they say the sign of Indian women is the black, beautiful, broad eyes and thick, long, black hair. These two are the measurements by which we can measure the beauty of a girl, they say. They also say for Chinese, very short and small feet. We do not know how and why. So the girl, when she grows and she gets married, she every day wants to keep the flower, that is flower garland. So by seeing that, by seeing Sindura and flower garland also, one can guess that she got married, and seeing this Mangal Sutra also. Then when she got children and the children grew a little, then automatically she keeps that jata into the jada into a knot, big knot, and keeps the flowers. Seeing that, we can guess that she got grown-up children. So these are all Bharatiya's kattu buttu, we say. So just by the dress, the gestures, the very physique, we can say everything about people. So the greatness of our Sanatana Sampradayas, it is of such a greatness. Just by seeing, we can assume and we can say all such things. Then actually Sanatana Sampradayas, the greatness of our Sanatana Sampradaya is due to our Samskrita Bhasha. Tomorrow I want to explain you about the greatness of our Samskrita Bhasha, in which the entire Samskrita, entire Vaidika Vangmaya is there. Entire Sahitya, all branches of education, the original books are there in Samskrita Bhasha only. So Samskrita Bhasha is divine language, Deva Bhasha. Tomorrow I want to give you the greatness and importance of Samskrita Bhasha. And after these 3 days festival holidays, I will explain you about the festivals and what is meant by festival, how they are coming. Wow, so many festivals are there, we can discuss about them. So our all traditions and sampradayas and customs, they are all given to us by our sages in Samskrita Bhasha. So even that is the one of the causes, greatest reasons for the greatness of our traditions and customs, because we are capable of preserving all these traditions by following them. By following all the traditions and customs, we are keeping up them. And those, the great sages, they are advising us how to eat. We already once spoke. They said foreigners, they keep table manners. They say they sit in front of the table on chairs, and they keep the food in plates and then they eat. Some people may eat, but mostly Westerners, they eat with the spoons and forks. But our tradition, our Maharshis made us to sit on the ground, sitting on the planks, wooden planks, and there also we can keep a cloth, or on wooden planks we can sit, and keeping a banana leaf, aritaku we say, keeping the food items, there we eat. That too after offering that food to Paramatma, offering we pancha ahutis, we offer inside the God who is residing in us, in our body, in our heart. We offer first and then we eat. So this is the great difference. With the hands we eat. So we say there are so many chakras in our hands, in our body, the whole body, and even the fingers got chakras. So these chakras emanate a sort of nectar. So when we eat with our hands, that power comes to us, that nectorial power we can receive. So our food becomes amruta. And our sampradaya also says that the whole creation itself, Vishwam Vishnu, we say, Paramatma became visible in the form of this creation, in the form of universe, the world. So we worship each and every one. We worship male persons as Shiva Swarupa, Vishnu Swarupa, like that we worship. The women we worship as Simantini, as the incarnation, as the form of Mangala Gauri Devi. We worship small boys as Subramanya Avatara, Kumaraswamy. The small girls as Kanyaka Parameswari. We worship all the trees, mountains, rivers, nature, what all are seen around us in the sky, on the earth, we worship. We consider everything. So many plants are there. There are several scientific reasons behind worshipping the trees, the creepers, the mountains, the rivers, everything. It is not just blind feeling or blind worship. It is not dogmatic. There are several scientific reasons behind all the things that we worship. All the trees, normally we take pranavayu, that is oxygen, and leave carbon dioxide. The trees, some trees, of course, they take, all the trees absorb, they take carbon dioxide and give, leave oxygen. So trees are very great. Especially a few trees, Tulasi plant, that is Sakshat Mahalakshmi Swarupa, we say, because 24 hours Tulasi Mata would be completely emanating, leaving oxygen from her parts. So if we go around Tulasi plant, we gain a lot of oxygen. Even goddess, that is Gomata also is so great. That is why we go around cow. And so many trees we worship. All this, I do not know whether time permits or not. Time is running and so many points are there. Devadaru Vruksha, then Semi Vruksha, Juvi, Medi, Ravi, Amalaka. Amalaka means Usiri, Thatri Mata, we say. Then Parijata, Mandara, all these plants and trees, they are divine trees, divine plants. They are considered as Sakshat Vishnu Swarupas. Vata Savitri Vrata we do. Then Kshirabdi Dwadasi day, on that day, we worship Tulasi Mata and Dhatri Mata, Dhatri tree and Tulasi plant, and we celebrate Kalyana because that gives Kalyana. So Lakshmi Narayana Swarupas we think and do. Semi Vriksha, during Vijayadashmi day, we worship Semi tree. Semi Vriksha contains fire in it, in its garbha. So great tree, Semi Vriksha, they are used as the Samithas. That is the, while doing yajnas and all. So even mango tree is so holy, Vepa, neem tree, even every atom of neem tree is herbal, having herbal power. The powder that is the flavors. On Ugadi day, we prepare that Ugadi pachadi with the flower leaves of that neem tree. Then with the branches, small sticks, if we brush our teeth would become very strong. And the whole tree, the leaves are so great. If any person gets measles or chicken pox, smallpox and all, this Vepa Vriksha got the power to remove the disease from the body of the person and give a sort of relaxation. And the Palintaralu we say, and those who got such diseases, when these neem leaves are boiled in water, and with that water, if we take bath, the body gets strength and pains would completely go away from our body. And during Vinayaka Chavithi, we worship with Ekavimshad Patras. All the 21 Patras are having herbal power. They are all so great. Divine spiritual power is there, and herbal Oshatha gunas are there. So it's really very great, and we should, that is why we should never cut the tree. Trees also got life as we got. They got feelings. If we talk, they also talk with us. And all these divine plants and trees, vrikshas, they leave plenty of oxygen. That is why while doing any either Upanayana or marriage or any functions, we do pandiri, we say a sort of, we keep the leaves in front of our house so that even though so many people come there, there will not be any problem of oxygen. Everybody will get plenty of oxygen. And our elders say tamarind tree is not good, though tamarind is very useful for all of us for health also. But our elders say that we should not sleep during, we should not approach tamarind tree during night time, because some disease may come, this, that and all. That is why, because it is the only tree which leaves carbon dioxide during night time especially. So during night time, we should not approach the tree which emanates carbon dioxide. All other trees give us only oxygen. Then in our Sanatana Dharma, in our traditions and customs, we do so many vratas and so many nomulu, we say in our Telugu. So Ekadasi vratas, we do Dwadasi vratas, then Shivaratri vrata, Kartika Masa, keeping fasting and all. Keeping fasting is always good to keep up the health. And also Upavasa means staying near the near God. Upavasa is also food restriction. Both are there. Then another most important custom of our Sanatana Dharma, tradition and customs is doing pranama to our elders, mother, father, then guru, acharyas, and all the elders whoever come to us. We must touch their feet with both our hands. So like this, we have to keep the right for right and left for left, and we have to touch their feet, and then we have to do pranama. And they keep their hand on our this Sahasrara Chakra. Normally, if we say just pranama, even this is okay. If any normal people, unknown people come, then also we say pranama. That is, when we do pranama, a sort of acupuncture takes between our hands, and that would be good for our health also. And when we do pranama, automatically smile comes into their face, and they will have a sort of friendly feeling towards us. And also it is respecting and honoring them. But for our mother, father, acharyas, we have to touch the feet with our and elders who are our well-wishers. Then, because there are chakras in our palm and there are chakras in the feet also. In fact, the feet of a person feet are as great as that of the face. Because from the feet, that is why for gods we always do pada puja first, and then for yatiswaras, for jagat gurus we do pada puja, because padas are pada means that which makes us reach what we have to reach, where we have to reach. That is our jivita gamya, would be obtained by the padas only. So when we touch the feet of elders, then they bless us. So whatever love they got towards us in their heart, with that love, affection, elderliness, when they bless us, Dirgha Ishmati Bhava, Dirgha Ishman Bhava, Dirgha Sumangali Bhava, like that, then that blessings may turn into a sort of boon also. And then because of our chakras, with the sparsha, we receive the spiritual capacity and love of those elders into ourselves. So when we touch the feet of mother or father, then their power, their love through the chakras, through the eyes, they enter into our body, and through the sparsha of their hand, their affection reaches into our body. So they are the gainers. In fact, those who bow down, salute, pranama, do with the hands touching the feet to mother, father, gurus and all. So such greatness is there in doing pranama. And also shaking hand is always bad, because we already discussed. So many other points are there. So if any time, then namaskara we say, actually this is pranava. Omkara we say, omkara is pranava. Then pancha pranavas are there. This namaskara is one of pancha pranavas. Omkara, swahakara, swadhakara, vashatkara and namaskara. So doing namaskara is doing pranava. So great. Pranava upasana leads to Parabrahma. So many points are there, but because today we have to close it. Okay, already time is over, I think. And then this keeping bottu, one point I forgot. When we keep the bindu bottu kunkuma like this, this is the place of Ajna Chakra. Ajna, it gives commands. It commands the whole body. So when we press it several times, then the body would be, all the chakras would be functioning very properly. When all the chakras are functioning normally, the health would be very great. So we will have sound health. And then Panchamangalya, chiknas are there. The girls and ladies have to wear. There is greatness. There are scientific reasons and greatness and health points related to wearing the black beads, then pearls, pulse we say, and then pagadas we say. For all these things, there are reasons. So many points are there. Kujagraha, Anugraha we get, then Muchyalu we say, pearls, pulse, moon is the Athisthana Devata. So moon gives us peace of mind and Shanti and Santosha, bliss to us. So many other things, wearing bangles, ear chains, etc., everything. So, okay, because time is up, I think we can stop it here. Okay, we'll stop Swasti for today. And tomorrow I will talk about the greatness and importance of Samskrita Bhasha, Sanskrit language. Okay, Swasti for today.
ధన్యవాదములండి. We will take up the questions and answers tomorrow because most of the people have left. So what we do is that Aditi, please do Pradhana.
Okay.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम शांति शांति शांति। धन्यवाद गुरु।
Now let us recite Janaganamana.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हे।
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.
धन्यवाद गुरु।
ధన్యవాదాలు.
धन्यवाद माता जी।